Dana, this is John. We're with frequency555.com. We're here with José Mateo.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us. And just explain what you have going on. You have a lot going on.
We have a lot going on. We're a dance organization that specializes in ballet, but we're a different kind of company in that we really acknowledge all forms of dance. And we have a lot of projects where we partner with a lot of other dance companies, etc. We do an annual festival where we have free classes in all dance forms for the general public. We have a big block party for everyone to come dance, and this last festival we presented 50 local dance groups, all performing different forms of dance. And then there's this other unusual component for dance festivals, and that is we had around 30 social service agencies because the represented doing advocacy work around any number of issues, from homelessness to the environment to AIDS prevention, all of the issues that matter on the both local and global scene these days. And we're trying to evidence how dance can be used as a vehicle for social change. So this is the Dance for World Community Festival. The festival is just one part of the project, which has some other programs. But as a dance organization, we also have a performance company. And you came to one of our performances yesterday where we met, and that was a wonderful experience to know that people are coming from beyond the local area to see us. That's one of the wonderful things about being in Harvard Square, that we don't have to go out and tour. And so we can really be about local community and still get the exposure that a lot of dance companies crave. And of course we have a dance school. And so our school trains dancers who have either recreational or even professional aspirations to become dancers. So we have a young dancers program that trains kids between the ages of 3 and 18. And then we have an open class program that includes every level, every age, including introductory classes for people who have never studied ballet before. So we really try to include everyone. Inclusion is a huge part of our practice, as is diversity. We're very focused on making ballet accessible and destroying some of the stereotypes that, as you know, ballet is, or may know that ballet has a reputation for being elitist, for being a little bit highbrow, for being a little bit insular and not really getting involved in community and such. And so we're trying to dispel all of those stereotypes about the art form. So we try to think of all different ways that we can connect with people that might not otherwise find their way to ballet.
Well, speaking of connection with the theater, the Sanctuary Theater, you have a very intimate space where you invite your guests to watch right on stage.
It's cabaret style. It's a very unusual way to watch ballet, and it's been working. So, but we basically are trying to sort of move ballet into the contemporary world. Still recognizing the traditions of the art form, but trying to present it in different ways that are more appealing to contemporary audiences. What we try to do too with our new work is present it in such a way that it is accessible. So we're really focused on audiences who may not know anything about ballet. So first-time goers should be able to relate to the work. And then it should be of the level of quality and standard that a seasoned ballet goer would recognize it as something artistically viable and fine. So.
It was nice too because we had the up-close view and to see the work in each muscle movement to move correctly. I mean, they had so many
amount of talent and skill
and sweat.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it's great too because it's not just the dance. Like the performers, you can really see, especially some of them, the emotion on their face. it just carries through so much.
Yes.
You know, it's almost like they're not just dancing, they're acting. Too,
Right.
You know?
I think, again, I think contemporary audiences through movies are used to this very close-up experience, where the camera comes in on someone's face and you see the agony, you see the expression in the eyes. Whereas if you look at the traditional ballets, they're kind of meant to be seen, they're bigger than life and they're a little bit...
You're meant to be flat with the turnaround.
Yes, less naturalistic, so less, the emotion is done through a style that feels a little antiquated because they have to exaggerate everything. Whereas with the close-up stuff, you can really employ some sort of naturalistic acting techniques. Invite people to come and sit at a table, have a drink, and see ballet close up. So we've eliminated the proscenium. We're very lucky to have our own performance venue. Companies typically do not. And so we've been extremely fortunate to end up at the old Cambridge Baptist Church, where we've built our studios, and we have converted the sanctuary into a theater.
Now in this conversion process that you were talking to me last night after the show about, you were saying you were doing some green renovation, which I found really exciting. It's really a great way to connect the dance with what I'm trying to cover here with the green movement as well.
That's right, and I don't want to fail to mention that the congregation still worships here on Sunday mornings. So we have a wonderful partnership with them. And I mentioned them also in the context of all of these different capital projects and these environmental projects that we've implemented to make this a greener place. Everything from the repair of windows that haven't been opened in decades are now functional and are still, the glass is still being restored on many of them. And we are trying to protect this building, which is nearly 150 years old, not quite. And so yes, we do have the gray water, a huge tank underneath our parking lot, and so that feeds our toilets, etc.
That's great.
So we're trying to demonstrate that it's possible to, again, be very focused on an art form, as most arts groups are, but without neglecting our social responsibility, really, to the local community and then to those issues that really are of global concern.
That's great.
Well, this Dance for All Community project is going to create a global network beyond the local network that we've created here through various partnerships. And so it will have a website that we're looking to launch before the end of the year. So
please tell us the website.
Well, it'll be www.danceforworldcommunity.org.
Great.
So look for that.
Great. Well, thanks again.
All right, thank you so much.
Oh,
You have a wonderful project, and it's really great to be able to welcome people who are so committed to the journalism, to the environment, and to dance.
Yes.
So,
Bridged all the gaps today.
Yes.
It's wonderful.